I'm Franco, the developer of the website franco.com. On the website you can generate patterns to produce seamless set-in sleeved sweaters from the top down. There are a couple of points in the pattern that people find a little difficult to understand. Even though the directions are written precisely, it might help if I demonstrate to you exactly how to work the pattern in those two places. The first place I'd like to show you is under the title Front Shoulders for the crew neck sweater. It says, with wrong side facing and cast on edge of left side at the top, using the needle emerging from the sweater's left side below and a separate strand of yarn for each piece, pick up. You can see why people find that confusing. I'm going to go through it phrase by phrase and piece it apart and show you exactly what it is saying and how you work it. At the point in the pattern for the crew neck sweater where it says front shoulders, your work will look like this. These represent the back shoulders and the back top of the neck. We're now going to start working on the front. You should also see that there is a marker there that's indicating which side is the right side, because the pattern said to put that there at the very beginning, so you always know which side is the right side of the sweater and which side is the left side of the sweater. It's very important at this point in the pattern, frankly. So what do the instructions say? With the wrong side facing, okay, that's the right side. We're going to make sure the wrong side is facing. And the cast on edge of the left side is at the top. This is the cast on edge, and this is the cast on edge. This is the right side. This is the left side, because the marker is over here on the right side. With the cast on edge at the top, using the needle emerging from the sweater's left side below. There are two needles emerging from your work. One's emerging from the right side of the sweater. One is emerging below where you're going to start on the left side of the sweater. That's the needle you use. It then goes on to say that you use a separate strand of yarn for each piece, and you pick up purlwise and purl a number of stitches from the middle of each stitch of the cast on row. So this is the needle we're going to use. This is the cast on edge we're going to use. And you want to get exactly the same number of stitches that were cast on to begin with. In order to do that, one stitch will have to be picked up in this selvage edge, and one stitch will have to be picked up in this selvage edge. You can't leave off the selvage edges when you're picking up stitches. Because you're looking at the wrong side of the fabric, that means you insert it through the right side of the fabric to the wrong side of the fabric, and you insert it in the middle of the selvage stitch, which is there. We then wrap the needle and purl that through the hole we just inserted the needle through. That's the first stitch. The second stitch goes into the middle of the next stitch. The stitch is shaped like a V, and the middle of it is the middle of the V. So that's where you insert the needle, and then you purl again. And you do that in every stitch across until you've picked up a stitch in every single stitch that was cast on, including the final selvage stitch. That's how you work that step.